In today's episode of the vlog, I'm going to be talking about the so-called Outlander effect on Scotland. Jamie Fraser. Hello folks, how are you doing? Welcome to another episode of Droughtlander Sunday with Shaun. Thank you very much for tuning in. If you are new to the channel, I would very much appreciate if you'd hit the big red subscribe button down below so you can keep in touch with all my content. And make sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and all the rest of it. The links are somewhere on this channel. I want to start off today's vlog by saying there is some slight bad news in this vlog about Outlander and my content. It is concerning copyright and YouTube and Starz, the network that owns the rights to Outlander. So I will get into that in a little bit. And I should say, while there has been bad news regarding Outlander content, one of the reasons I set up the Outlander forum on Facebook was to kind of diversify away from YouTube, because YouTube is always a platform you just never know what's going to happen. As a creator, I'm certainly not in control of the platform or what might happen in it. So I started the Outlander forum, which any of you guys can join, and I really hope that all you guys who are Outlander fans do join, as a place that we can continue the conversation. It's a place where all of you guys can get involved in the conversation, and it is basically another place for us to talk about our passion in Outlander, for Outlander, and I hope to see all of you guys over on the forum. So the link is down below, facebook.com/groups/Outlander the forum, and I look forward to chatting with you over there. But first of all, I want to talk about the Outlander effect, because there has been some breaking news about the effect Outlander has had in Scotland. I have been talking about this for the last 6 to 8 months, about how much Outlander has done for Scotland. There's two things really. First of all is what Outlander has actually done for Scotland, and the second thing is what Outlander has done for me personally, but that's a separate thing. Outlander has done so much for Scotland in terms of tourism. It is obvious to see. Like, without even seeing the report that came out a few days ago, I knew this. Like, you could just see it on the streets. You can see it online. Anywhere you go online, Scotland's profile has gained significantly thanks to Outlander, and a lot of you guys watching as well now know about Scotland and want to visit Scotland thanks to the platform that Outlander has provided us. And I think that's amazing. As a Scottish person, I am so proud and so delighted and happy that you guys have tuned in to Outlander, enjoyed the story, and also enjoyed it enough that you would actually like to come and visit my country and show interest in the history of Scotland and the people and all that kind of stuff. I think it's incredible. And as we've talked about on these vlogs before, one of the biggest characters of Outlander is actually the scenery in Scotland itself. All credit to the producers of the show and Diana Gabaldon, the storyteller, for making that a reality. Like, she didn't just make this about the characters, she made it about the country, the settings. So it has been amazing, but like, as I say, there has been this report in a number of newspapers this week, and I just want to talk about them briefly. I've got the numbers in front of me. It was released by the Office of National Statistics, right? Which said that the combined number of domestic and overseas tourists in Scotland has increased by 2%, taking the tally to 14.1 million visitors, and that was during 2017. But one of the more interesting aspects of that is the number of visitors that have come from overseas, because there has been a 15% increase in international arrivals, and I would suggest a lot of those people are Outlander connected, right? 14.1 million visitors in Scotland last year. That is like 2.5 tourists in Scotland for every Scottish person. I think that is a huge opportunity for every single person in Scotland. I think it's amazing, incredible, and I just want to celebrate this fact. Outlander has done so much for Scotland, and we are seeing it in the numbers now. It's proof. So any of you guys who are interested in coming to Scotland because of Outlander, please do keep coming and keep asking me questions. If I'm available, I will obviously come and visit you guys in Edinburgh, in Scotland, or Outlander locations or whatever. And in fact, another interesting number is the number of British people from England, from Wales, from Northern Ireland visiting Scotland has actually dropped during this big increase in tourism by 1.5%, and I think that's quite significant. So while we're receiving all the more tourists from around the world, Europe and North America, everywhere in the world, the number of tourists from the rest of the UK has dropped. Quite frankly, I love the fact that people from all around the world come to Scotland. It is amazing. And Outlander was name dropped in all of the press coverage that this story has got as one of the significant core reasons for this increase in tourism, which is amazing to hear. And I just think we in Scotland need to take advantage of this in terms of making your experience experience as a tourist in Scotland better. Not necessarily just to make short-term gains, but actually to build sustainable tourism in Scotland and infrastructure that everybody can enjoy the place. So yeah, it'd be interesting to hear your thoughts on that. The Outlander effect in Scotland has been great and significant, and I'm really delighted with it, obviously. And what about my Outlander effect? The Outlander effect on me has been stark and significant as well. First and foremost, the biggest impact on my life has been connecting with all of you guys watching right now and who have watched all my videos. Like, I have built such amazing relationships with so many people online because of Outlander, and I really enjoy those interactions. Outlander might not last forever on the TV screens. It might only be another 2, 3, 4 seasons. Who knows? I don't know the answer to that, but that is like 3, 4, 5 years maximum. This Outlander effect on Scotland is temporary. Everybody in Scotland should actually take heed of that, because like I said, this is not about short-term gain and pocketing the wealth that this Outlander effect is having in Scotland. It is about building sustainable relationships going forward, right? For me, very much this has been about building personal relationships with all of you guys and taking that forward into more than just Outlander. Of course, Outlander is the thing that connects us, but it's more than that. It is a relationship about you guys getting to know me and me getting to know you, taking it forward from there. So it has been really significant in that sense. And I think the other Outlander impact on me has been my overall knowledge of my own country's history. Like, as I say, I've said this many times in the vlogs before, but I didn't know Scotland well enough until Outlander. I've just got so much thanks for Diana Gabaldon, the writer of the books, obviously, and the show's producers for bringing this to us, because it has enriched my life. I do not say that lightly, but it's true. Anyway guys, this video, although I have talked about the Outlander effect because it's been in the news, there is something else I really need to talk about. Little bit concerning, to be honest with you guys, but we'll find a way through it together. So Outlander, the videos on YouTube that I've been doing are certainly under threat. There was a video I put up last week about Outlander's sneak peek of the season 4. Very quickly, Stars sent me a takedown request on the basis of copyright, and subsequently I got a copyright strike on my YouTube channel. And guys, listen, copyright strike on your YouTube channel is something really significant, because YouTube doesn't mess around with those, right? You only get 3. If you get 3 strikes, your channel is shut down and cancelled. But let's just take this back a little second, right? Copyright is, of course, very important, and I do not want to disrespect anybody's copyright rights, but also as someone who makes content and is a reviewer of things, I understand the laws of fair use laws in America. And we also have very similar laws in Europe, throughout the European Union. Fair use is a law that means that anybody who is reviewing a topic can use copyrighted material, original copyrighted material, as long as they are using that material to provide commentary, analysis, and reviewing the original material. So I, as a content creator here on YouTube, am within my rights to use Outlander material to review episodes, to review Outlander basically and talk about it. That is a clear case of fair use. And for me, when I'm doing these Outlander review episodes, using the clips from Star's copyrighted material from Outlander the show provides a lot of context and a lot of background that I could not provide just by talking to the camera, I feel. But there is a fine line with that, right? Fair use is a really important law for people who report on or cover any topic. While I'm within my rights to use copyrighted material for review purposes, big companies such as the ones that produce television shows, for example, can abuse their power because of their size and money. And I feel this very thing has just happened to another YouTube channel, which a lot of you guys might already know because they cover Outlander a lot. Jacqueline and Marcella are 2 girls who cover Outlander on their channel, Fandom Feels. It's a great channel, go and check them out if you haven't already. But last week, their channel was almost shut down very quickly, effectively by Stars and Sony, the copyright holders of Outlander. There is an agency which targets people on YouTube. I'm not going to mention the name, but this agency basically works for a lot of big publishers like Stars and like Sony to target people for copyright issues. And Jacqueline and Marcella received dozens of copyright strikes sent to them by this agency representing Stars based on their reviews of Outlander. Now here's the problem, right? Although YouTube clearly states in its guidelines that fair use is applicable, it will not back creators on fair use. YouTube only supports a very small number of fair use cases every year. Like, they do actually back people and they will take it to court as well, but very seldom, because the problem with fair use laws is they are complex and they often involve a very lengthy legal process. Lengthy cases which cost a lot of money, and nobody really wants that hassle, and nobody really has the money to go through that either. Big networks who own copyrighted material know this, right? So they sent all these takedown requests to the Fandom Feels channel. YouTube automatically has to issue a copyright strike for each one of those offenses, and they basically suspended the Fandom Feels channel until the girls were able to resolve the issue with the copyright holder. That is what YouTube basically does. It says, we're not getting involved, but you have got this window now of 8 days. Here are the contact details, get on with it. So while Jacqueline and Marcella were well within their fair use rights for their reviews of Outlander, the agency representing the stars and Sony, I don't really know which one, it's a tangled mess there, they basically came up with this deal where they said they will remove their copyright strike request to YouTube if and only if the girls agreed to remove all of their Outlander content from YouTube. And what I feel here is this is a case of absolute bullying by a really big player with a lot of money, because they know a YouTube creator is very unlikely to have the funds to actually take it to court on fair use grounds. Here I am a YouTube creator. I've got a channel which is not just about Outlander. I've been working on this channel for 3 years, right? I have dedicated my heart and soul into YouTube, to this content that I create on this channel, and it means a lot to me. I have now got 1 copyright strike based on what I told you about. If I got 3, my channel would be suspended. If I was confronted with something similar as to the other channel that we were talking about, what would I do? Would I stick to my principles based on my rights? I don't think I'd be willing to risk losing my YouTube channel over it. This means that YouTube is now a very risky proposition for anybody who reviews shows. Unless we do these videos like I'm doing now and use absolutely no copyrighted material whatsoever, even though it is within our rights under fair use to do so. And literally, if YouTube decided, it would shut down the channel like that overnight on copyright issues. So yeah, basically any stuff I do originally, all my other vlogs are all fine, but Outlander has become really problematic. So I don't know what to do. I guess also the Outlander forum that I made on Facebook is a good solution. It's another place that we can talk about Outlander. And the other problem as well is I'm not in Scotland at the moment, so the Outlander travel location tour stuff is tricky to do as well. Those types of videos I will be able to do as soon as I get back to Scotland, but for the meantime it is tricky. I don't know. I would very much like your input into this issue, what you think about it. That is a predicament. I feel really sorry for Fandom Feels, the channel which has had to delete all of their Outlander videos. Anyway guys, that is the update on Outlander. I think for now I have to take pause for thought and think about how we do this going forward, basically. Anyway, a lot of you guys have been asking over the last few days about my hair and what the story is behind that. I will get to that, I promise, in the next few days. But otherwise, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you guys have a really good day, night, evening, morning, or whatever time of day it is, wherever you are in the world. Take care.